Turner Field during the Yankees-Braves game. The fan fell at least 50 feet onto the concrete below. The man was given emergency medical treatment before being taken to a hospital where he later died. ESPN's Wallace Matthews was at the game. He joins us now. And Wallace, what more can you tell us?
Well, Hakeem, obviously it was one of these incidents that renders the game that you're at absolutely meaningless. You know, it was just a horrible scene. Police have given us very few details besides what you've already told us. The man did die. They have not identified him. They tell us he was in his 60s. And from people that I spoke to up in the section that he fell out of, he was a passionate Braves fan. One of the ushers told me that he actually was a season ticket holder who he knew, quite familiar to him. Apparently was rooting very passionately throughout the game, and when Alex Rodriguez came up as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning, was shouting at the field, apparently lost his balance and went over the railing. The railing's about waist high, and the fall has got to be 50 feet or more to the concrete floor underneath. Down at the field level, it's a long drop. The man fell, actually, luckily, because this was the biggest crowd at Turner Field all year, so just about every seat was filled, but the man fell in between two sections, one of which was inhabited by Yankee family and friends, so there was some concern from the players, not only for the man who fell, but for the people he may have fallen on. Luckily, nobody was injured in that section, but it was clear from the frantic activity after the man fell that this was a very, very serious situation. We could see paramedics administering CPR. There was blood on the ground, and it was just clearly, a very, very grave situation.
Wallace, you had a chance to speak to the players. What did they say?
Well, Didi Gregorius had been on second base, and he said he actually saw the man about halfway down in his flight. He said, he couldn't believe it, obviously, and he said he really couldn't get it out of his mind for the rest of the game. I can't imagine actually hit some of the anchoring wires on his way down, so they had noticed that, been infected by it, but luckily they weren't. So a lot of guys were
from the upper deck at Turner Field during the Yankees.